This desk is old and disgusting and very used and has seen better days, and so have I at this point. All because of this. This is Sonic's eye, also known as Kirby. Kind of makes more sense if you see this diagram I made on a prototype. The pupils are three-dimensional. They protrude from the inner orbation of... Stop talking. So this took me 3 weeks to make in many different iterations, and I wanted to make sure I had this piece done before I started on this entire project because I knew it would be hard to make, and recording 3 weeks worth of footage is a lot of data that I was not going to edit. I have little brief snippets of how I made this. I used some kitchen molds and a bunch of wax molds and resin and color and all that good stuff, and I want to die. Divert your attention to how many supplies the Isabelle actually cost less than this is going to make, because, well, Isabelle is maybe like this big and really isn't that many parts. This is gonna be, I mean, given the size of this, the whole head's gonna have to be this size, the spikes are gonna have to be out to here, it's probably gonna be like this tall. This is gonna be absurd. You can tell I'm serious because I got actual gold buckles. I have a couple different sizes of them too, but ooh, these things do be shiny. And fingerprint magnets. The material of the shoes, somewhat elastic. The gloves, that's what this foam is for. We're gonna make like foamy, puffy wrist things to the gloves. Google Sonic. That's what it's gonna look like. We've even upgraded our blueprints from an image to now a 3D model that I can mess with. It'll be like that, but I want just like that. One arm on the hip, like that, all right? Seeing as we already have a part done, we have to start proportionally with the head. This could maybe be his arm. The hard part about this is gonna be cooking it, for sure. We're not eating him, but we're using the baked clay. The baked clay needs to go in the oven. The oven's only yay height, and Sonic might be like, if I zoom up here, the mouth sticks out a little bit. And this will not stick to the head just like that. We gotta cut, you know. Now you're going like, You don't even know what this video is yet, do you? So we're gonna have to cut out a section similar to this. If I cut this wrong and I have to redo this, this is another 3 weeks that I cannot record. And then my boss could fire me. I get pretty ticked off at me when I don't get stuff done on time. We're gonna cut this thing with a Dremel. Dremels are known as being possibly the worst thing to cut anything with, especially delicately, and are also known to bounce around and fly uncontrollably. If I mess this up, I might say like poop or butts or something bad I shouldn't say. And if that happens, I'll be very thankful that this Dremel's gonna be loud enough to where you can't hear it. That went fairly smoothly, to the point where I'm not even mad that my entirety and this desk is covered in cocaine. Ah, cheer up, pal. I'm done cutting you for the day. All right, hard part, flesh. Here's why this is the hard part. A lot of how this is gonna look is gonna be dependent on how the flesh lies against the skeleton. I'm gonna stop using the word flesh. How the clay lies against the tinfoil. Well, it's like I always say, flesh time. All right, so it's all cooked. For the most part, it stayed together pretty good. There's a lot of cracking at the bottom. We're just gonna hot glue it. And I was thinking as I looked more at it, and it was looking at me, that I could use some body filler, that it's actually not that far off from what we need. Like, with the fur compensating for all these bumps, it'll make it look real smooth. And I have this foam as well. I don't want to deal with a bunch of body filler. Like, it would just take a really long time. And I know a lot of people will say, well, shouldn't you put quality over quantity, in the sense that I should take longer to make the item, but it'll turn out better. But people just don't work that way. Sometimes I do a better job and put more effort in the craftsmanship when it takes less time. And then when it takes a long time, I get frustrated and I trash it. Hopefully my boss understands. I tend to understand me pretty well. So we're just gonna hot glue this stuff. I repolished the eyes. They're nice and shiny. But look at this, watch this, ready? He kind of looks like Sonic. Just like a little bit like Sonic, the Hedgehog. We called the flesh version of Isabelle Fleshabelle. I'm not sure what I want to call this one. Fleshic? Skinos? I like Skinos. But Skinos won't live very long. Not because we'll kill him, but because we put fur on him, and there's no such thing as the skin version of Sonic. Unless you guys make some fan art of it, that'd be cool. I want to open my Twitter one day and I want to just see naked flesh Sonic.
Oh, don't take me out of context, guys. I'm a funny YouTuber, say funny thing.
YouTubers stop doing that? Where they like say something that's like taken out of context, it would be inappropriate, but the thing they said was already like inappropriate and funny. And then they say like, hey, don't take this out of context, because they actually want you to, because it would be funny, and they don't actually care and they just want clout. We are all so full of ourselves. Just imagine this is your forehead. I'm going to bed. And then I went to sleep. But that was a long time ago. 8 hours, in fact. Yeah, I'm just messing with you. My nose when I have a cold. It's kind of caves in right here and then it pops back out. And I want it to just blend in smooth like this, also around the sides. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use some body filler. Now I use this stuff and I'm working on my Bugatti Chiron. Oh, that stuff smells fantastic. If you're working with Bondo and hardener, always make sure you wear gloves. There is an exception to this rule, and that is for me when I only have one glove. You might have seen people use this stuff to fix dents, cracks on cars, rust spots, things like that. That's because this is the same material they use in car factories to manufacture the body. It starts with this sludge and then they pour it into this giant mold shaped like the car. What do you think, they just bend metal? You know how hard that is to do? If swallowed, do not induce vomiting. Good, screw that. I mean, I don't think you can use too much hardener, right? As I'm mixing and kneading it, I'm looking at this Dixie plate and I'm thinking, hashtag not sponsored. I've been watching YouTube a long time and I have watched every single person that I love make that same frickin' joke. Let it go. Paste in the crack. That's my pasty crack joke. Well, this is hardening already. Holy crud, it's hardening fast. Oh my gosh. It's been 2 seconds. Well, this side's fine, actually. Holy cow. Too much hardener, Peter. Look at this. It's turned to rubber within seconds. That's like fascinating to me. I don't think anyone else really cares. If you ever seen a picture of Sonic, let's turn to the projector here. You can see he's got he's got those eyebrows. They come down like this and you can see they protrude from the point of the eyes. Ah, there he is. You can see his eyes all right. Need to make sure that's centered. This looks like I'm making a football helmet. They couldn't let you wear a Sonic football helmet in an NFL game. He's too fast. It's kind of looking a little bit like Sonic Adventure. Have you guys seen him? Chill guy, hates adventures, surprisingly. We're at a comfortable spot here. No life-changing moves will be done for a little bit. And as for this Sonic figure, we're finally at a point where we don't have to do anything that'll drastically change it too much. I feel like that joke's just gonna go over people's heads. Got the ears, I added a little more puffiness to the head. I think this would feel good in real life, having the tape put on your eyes. Like right on the eyeball. I know it would not feel good to take off, but like putting it on? I think this could be pretty good here. I don't even think it's gonna look quite like the Sonic movie Sonic, but like the fake Sonic movie Sonic from back in the day. Remember that? Doug Walker was like a... What is this memory I'm digging up? I really gotta hand it to the people who are making the Sonic movie. It's a lot of work to make a real Sonic. And to make him for every single scene, the animatronic was so animated and like moved so well, I thought it was CG through pretty much the whole movie. So whoever's doing the stop motion animatronics for the second one and the first one, like well done, I must say. Now they gotta do Tails and Sonic and Knuckles as well for this one, and animatronic Eggman. Gotta appreciate people doing things the traditional way. It's just gonna be this process, we'll rinse and repeat Fur on this, fur on the ears, fur on that, so. So I'm probably just gonna fast forward to that. If you wanted to watch the whole process, watch this part that's fast forwarded, but imagine it's slower and imagine my commentaries over it. I don't normally like to talk about personal life on this channel unless it's completely relevant to the video topic, so I'm gonna share this at least. It's been a few days and I got more blue fur. Very deep and personal to me. I'm glad you guys could be here to hear that. All right, so the head is done. It looks pretty solid. I might do more groom to it later. Notice I'm saying groom now and not grooming because one has a weird connotation on YouTube. This is the only known image of Sonic in real life. This is his actual scale, head to body ratio. And now that the head is done, I can use this app to calculate the size of the entire body. And I think it's gonna be like, so that gives us the scale of the head, and we can now take this, and this will calculate how tall the entire project will be once it's completed. 29 inches. Like this. It's not too bad. I feel like that's short. So I got a couple things we could use as an even inner bone structure. We got some 12-inch skewers and some of these stainless steel straws. Can these bend? Oh, they can if I'm so freaking strong. And I want to do another skewer for the head and the body. So this part, this cart, I don't know. Yo, this could be a cool musical instrument. Oh, it's Sonic. It's done, the body's done, this is the size. Here's the thing, size? Questionable. It's not bad. It'll get a lot thicker and it'll look a lot better when he's not very scrawny and appears to not physically be able to hold his head up. We're gonna throw some muscles on him, all right? Now I couldn't really decide if I want to go more with like the Sonic game body or the Sonic movie body, so I went with a little bit of both. Threw some body filler in there, sanded everything down. We got these hands, I made these. What's kind of cool, a little fun little trivia fact, is that this dude actually was too big to fit in my oven. So I just held a heat gun to it, and apparently that works. So I'm gonna try that with food now. Seems like a pretty smart idea. Problem is, if this falls off, project over. We're just using the head. You know, there was a comment last time I did one of these videos. There was a comment when I was doing the Isabel one, where someone was like, dude, every time he cuts that fur with these clippers, I cringe. What do you want me to do? This is the way you do this. What, do you want me to take scissors and do that the whole time and get all the strands of hair to the same length with scissors? What? Like, that's a comment you leave like, oh man, when this guy didn't put the e-brake on his car when he was parked on a hill, I cringed. It's like, okay, well, at least there's something you're supposed to do for that. What am I supposed to do for this? You say that as if I'm missing something, or like I'm uneducated on a step. Just to spite that person, if nobody could leave me the comment telling me what I'm actually supposed to do, that'd be great. I'm sure maybe there is a different thing, but just let me win this one, please. I think I'm feeling something like that. It don't really matter, in all honesty. And in fact, every time I say a pivotal moment in this process or a critical point in this process, it's not often actually the case, and I just kind of say that to make things seem more interesting. All right, other than that, everything else can get covered in the blue. This just looks like some funky naked dude with furry pants, which is fine if you're that. Like, I'm not ratting on you, but just like, I'm not trying to make you. Funky naked dude with pants who watches my videos. This video is sponsored by Manscaped. It actually would be a pretty fitting sponsor for these videos. It is until the next episode where I'm making the naked mole rat from Kim Possible. Oh, wait, Peter. Stupid. Okay, there's spikes on the back. I didn't forget that, but I forgot that I'm gonna have to put those on before I do these. All right, let's say these are probably good. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Continuity is gonna be a little weird here, but I just remembered while editing this part that I also made a mouth for the head. Here's some footage of it. It looks pretty good. I just remembered it now, and I don't think I mentioned it anywhere in the rest of the video, so it's there. Whatever part of the video you're watching, you can keep watching it now. Alright, and then we also got a tail, should be right here. Yes, I did have to put my hand there. This is serious business. It's like if a doctor uses anatomically correct terms to describe inappropriate parts of the body, and everyone's like, hee, doctor said pee-pee. I can't believe he said that. Alright, cool. I did that one off camera, or at least I won't be showing you guys so you don't make fun of me for fondling Sonic Bum. Alright, I was just time-lapsing my way through this. But quick update. Did this arm. I made it blue. I completely forgot I wasn't going to do that, so now this is canonically Sonic movie figure, and I don't like that. But there's literally nothing I can do about that unless I wanted to redo the whole project. Sonic movie Sonic versus redoing the whole project. It's close, but I'm not going to redo the whole project. Whatever. There's a reason they gave him blue arms. I think it's something to do with like the seam between the colors doesn't work. Dislike the video. Just kidding. Okay, I have nothing against movie Sonic, but it's like the more normie version of Sonic, and it's not my favorite Sonic property. I'm not gonna get into my opinions on the movie because I don't like getting political in these videos, but like I like Sonic Adventure more than the Sonic movie. That's why don't be offended. Or do, I don't freaking care. Buddy. Now I know you're probably still stuck on the blue arms thing, so I did want to reassure you guys that at least, shut up. We're doing the shoes now, and it doesn't really matter how the ankle like here and up looks because we're gonna have that cusp around it. I think the shoe shape could have been better. Like it's kind of looks like he would be wearing like Tim's. I don't know how I feel about that. Normally I'd be doing the shoes and the socks and whatnot off screen too, to avoid the embarrassment of dealing with shoes and socks, specifically on Sonic. But I was contemplating while I was putting the fur on this thing, and I realized if I were to cut out everything that I could potentially be made fun of for, then I wouldn't even make this video, and there would in fact be no content. Imagine having your shoes glued to your ankles. I did that thing where you fold the seam down, and then you stick it so it looks nice. I'm nice with it though. Check it out, huh? Boy looking fly. This is actually starting to seem like an actual Sonic. I mean, we all knew my channel was kind of headed toward that. Eventually I would just get to the point where I just have real Sonic. Like, my entire channel's clearly been leading up to that point, but it's just kind of surreal, I guess. Peter did fairly good with that first one, but I sure bet that his blonde, stupid head looking butt is gonna mess up the second one. Wow, who would have thunk? It turned out great, if not better. You guys act like my career's not at stake when I make these. Alright, there's the soles. I'm gonna go paint them. Back is hurting, getting tired. The soles are drying. This sounded really weird and dark. All right, whilst the soles dry, hands. There's the soles. And we got one thing left. The head. Now, as is like this, I think it looks pretty flippin' good. Size comparison, something like this. I don't think it'll be that off, to be honest. The difficult thing is gonna be getting the head to sit on top of here. Holy flying flamingo flatulence. He stands. He's just there. That's him. Dude, the presence of this guy. Look at that. You can get a little... He's like fairly sturdy. I don't totally trust it, so I'm going to make a stand. But oh man. He's just standing there. I feel like Chris from Sonic X right now. Sonic, 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 Sonic! That's what he's like.
Come here, big boy. I'm gonna take you over to see.
Oh man. Look at him, man. That is not too shabby for having... Move, glue gun. For having never made a Sonic before. Might do a little more to this shoe edging here. Now yeah, the head is maybe a little bit big. I'm just glad it doesn't look like nightmare fuel. Cuffs and the hands all look really good. Maybe you don't like how the face is. Maybe he's too jolly with the Sonic Adventure mouth and the eyes are too close together or something like. But other than that, how can you complain about this? Look at this. That's just what it looks like if Sonic is not looking at you, but he's near you. Oh, he's heavy too. He probably weighs as much as an actual Sonic would weigh. Two morals with this video for sure. One, definitely appreciate the people who made the Sonic movie, because they had to not only make this, which took me like over a month, they had to make this for every single frame that he's moving a different way. They had to make a different model that moved like that. When they could have just opted for CG, right? But like, because they wanted to have the humans and the hedgehog in the same scene, they had to go about that way. And after doing this, I can really appreciate how, just the process of that, how long it must have taken. And the other moral is, if you don't have a friend, just do what I did. Like, we're just pals now. We're buddies. I'm also legally changing my name to Tails or Knuckles. Tune in next time. I'm gonna make a life-size replica of Big the Cat. It'll be about this tall. He's also gonna be a real cat. I've been growing one on a farm. A lot of steroids. A lot of steroids.